Welcome back to another MindCog video in the Spravato treatment series. Today I'm going to discuss the first week of treatment, which was on 2 separate days. I'm going to go over what the experience from each treatment was like and how I felt during as well as after the treatments. If you'd like to support this channel, please click the subscribe button below. On the first treatment, it took about 4 or 5 minutes for it to start to kick in. There was a bit of a nasal drip with a bad taste after a couple minutes. I'm taking a total of 84 milligrams of the ketamine, and it's 28 milligrams per bottle, so I did 3 bottles in the first session. Once it kicked in, I found that I couldn't close my eyes. I tried, but they just sprang back open. Time had no meaning, and the first 40 minutes felt like 5 or 10 minutes if I had to guess. My mind was a little frantic that nothing was real, nothing had any meaning, and nothing mattered. I had a brief moment of wondering if I were about to die or if I was already dead and was in some kind of a weird place. I had a long period of very deep depression. I had a steady thought of just thrusting a knife into my chest over and over. After about an hour, things started coming back to the real world. The dissociation faded and I could control my thoughts again, and my body didn't feel so weird anymore. Some movements still felt a bit weird, almost like a stiffness or a heaviness. There was a very slight nausea feeling that lasted throughout the day. The day after the first treatment, in the morning I was feeling very kind of blah and lethargic and still had somewhat dark feelings. By the afternoon though, I was starting to feel more uplifted, and throughout the day I didn't have any suicidal or death thoughts, where I usually have at least 4 or 5. My guess as to why the Spravato feels harsher than infusion through the IV is that you are getting the full dose within 10 minutes, whereas through the IV you get a small amount of ketamine every minute for a period of 40 minutes. The second treatment, I had more pleasant thoughts during the treatment. I thought I was going to vomit a couple of times while the ketamine was fully in my system. As the ketamine was beginning to leave my system, I did end up vomiting. The doctor gave me a prescription for an anti-nausea to take before the following treatments. She told me out of the 20 people she's treated with the Spravato so far, only one other person felt any kind of nausea, and I'm the only one that has thrown up so far. I seem to fall into that small percent for a lot of things. I was able to shut my eyes this time, but I didn't fall asleep. As in the first treatment, once the ketamine kicked in, I had a dreading feeling that I was going to die, but that passed after some time. I didn't feel worse after the treatment like I did after the first treatment, at least not depression-wise. I did feel more tired after the second treatment and just wanted to sleep. I felt fairly crappy through the rest of the day, just like the first time. Because of the holidays and the fact that the clinic hasn't received my Spravato for next week, I may only be getting 1 treatment next week. It was too late to notify work of any changes in the days I needed off for my treatment, and there has to be at least 1 day in between treatments. Thanks for tuning into this video. If you'd like to support this channel, please click the subscribe button below. Until next time, have a great week.